Hello and welcome back to Heartsofiron 4. This is Black Prince Gaming. We're doing the third part now to our Austria Hungary playthrough. Don't usually do a third part, I mean as you can see it's 1946, but it turns out our position was actually pretty stable here. Now the main issue we have is we have the Kingdom of Germany, the United States and the Soviet Union all on the same side. Obviously that's a lot of resources, that's a lot of manpower, and that's a lot of tech all coming at me. So our position is holding purely based on our fort lines that we built up in the last episode as we sort of fell back. And now obviously the anti-airs all coming online as well. But obviously you can see here we've done a lot of casualties to them. We've taken 3.42 million and they've taken about 18 million. So yeah, we're clearly pulling our weight and absolutely destroying their manpower. So the hope is their units will start to weaken as we're killing so many, and then we'll be able to make our push back. So yeah, you can see our battle lines here, but obviously we're in a holding stage. Okay, the naval invaded me down here, so now we're just going to go and try and crush them out. If we could encircle these, cut them off, that would obviously be a huge win for us. Making sure that they can't get these troops back to the front line. And also just to load more of their manpower equipment, hopefully captured as well in the process. But yeah, where we've stabilised for a bit, you can see our manpower is climbing. So we are actually having some success in that front of getting more manpower back, because that was what was crippling us last time, the loss of manpower. Okay, can we get them out of Trieste? Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. We've cut them off from Trieste and we'll try and kick out the units that are in the port. Hopefully they don't manage to retreat out. We are getting a few helmets go there. Let's quickly focus on the guys in the encirclement as well to make sure they're not getting an opportunity out. Yeah, the supply is slowly going to eat away at them. Or, well, the lack of supply is going to eat away at them. There we go, let's take that back as well because that's an airfield, so that means we should be able to get more planes in the sky, because at the moment they might be using that to get a little bit of supply in. I don't know if the AI is that good though at using transport planes. But yeah, there we go. Oh, and there we go. You can see them crushing out of the port there. There was like 30 divisions in that port, but there's 7 now. Imagine a few may have got out, but I don't think all of these would have, especially with that strait between Italy. Maybe they would have got cut off there. And there we go, that's like another 30 divisions all there, just encircled and crushed out. Including a couple of tank divisions. I think it looks like it's a majority of American divisions, maybe some Belgian divisions too. Perfect, they're all crushed. Okay, let's get these guys back on the front line, railroad them up, because we don't want to leave any weak points in the line. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look at the German casualties, 12.3 million. The US casualty is huge as well. They have only recently joined the war as well, and they're already down 1 million. So yeah, casualties are really going up for us. Wait, why are the Russians not showing? Oh, so the Russian casualties obviously have gone from our scoreboard there because the Russians are now in against the Kingdom of Germany, so they're now in their own faction. Okay, this could be the turn of the tide that we needed. If the Russians can come in and smash through the German lines, maybe that's what we need. So while they're probably pulling guys off, focusing on that, as well as us just crushing out loads of their troops, let's see if we can make an offensive across the line here. Hopefully reclaim some of our territory. The more territory we reclaim, obviously it's all chords, so we should be gaining back manpower as we get it as well. Yeah, there you can see my manpower rising up as we take back some land. It looks like the Portuguese and the Russians are fighting down here. Austria and Italy still not in the war, so they're obviously a safe buffer state that we've created. Although this may be the time to call them in. Yeah, we're going to call them in. Because yeah, if the German front line is going to be this weak, we just need basically to capitalise on this as much as possible and try and gain everything back. So let's call everyone in. This may be a risky move because they may get crushed, but I'm hoping they've had enough time. I mean, it's 1946, they have a load of units, so I'm hoping they're at least going to distract away the Germans, if not manage to push in. And there you go, you can see all the fighting immediately happening on that front. Although it's not looking great, the Maginot Line's holding, the Italians hold, but not much else, so let's hope they do alright. Okay, and our little southern thrust here is going well. Struggling a little bit up there in the north. But as we take some of these German towns as well, we can also start to integrate them. We'll do what we can to get our war support up. Just anything we can, basically, to improve us. Yeah, cool. And we got a couple spies out here as well, just trying to lower their planning, trying to lower their defense. Potentially as well being used for collab governments, but I'm not too sure yet. We just want to try and keep them holding to try and lower their defense against us. I mean, we can push through faster. Okay, starting to get some little sort of holds around. Maybe we could push through in a couple of these areas, see if we can't cut off a few more of these US divisions. It does look like there's a lot of US divisions in here now, so it looks like the Germans have probably lost all the majority of theirs, or they might be using them on the Soviet front. But yeah, 10 US divisions, we ain't breaking that, especially over a river. Come on, can we get that encirclement? Maybe. Yeah, go round. Perfect, we got the encirclement. Oh, can we hold it? They've got back in. We're back in. Come on. Yeah, railroad, let's go. Cool, we got in. We've pushed out another tile as well, so we're holding a little bit stronger. And then let's try and get our guys just crushing in now to just finish off these troops there. But that's another nice 20 to 30 divisions maybe cut off there. So that is so good for us. Just hopefully be raking in the kills. And yeah, look, we're almost up to 2 million manpower now. We've taken back some of our core territory from Austria Hungary. Looks like Germany's gone the war path, declaring war on a lot of people. Rapa Nui. Looks like there's loads of old states popping up actually in this one. We've got Austria Hungary, we've got Kingdom of Germany, and we've got a load of little states there popping up. I only know Rapa Nui from Civilization, to be fair. Trying to figure out where they actually are in the world. There we go, you can see us now completely crushing them out. Yeah, that is like 30 divisions actually there when you look at that. A lot of US, 20 US infantry divisions stuck in there. So yeah, this is going to be some huge losses for them again. Perfect, they're pretty much crushed out. Yeah, the north is still not going well because of all the defensive sort of mountainous terrain that we're having to fight in. But the south, along these plains, especially along Hungary, we are sweeping them out. Okay, we made another encirclement here by Sarajevo. So let's see if we can't crush in against them here. Yeah, no, we've got them pinned. Encirclement's pretty secure as well, so I don't have too much of a risk of them leaving. And yeah, you can see the south, we are just starting to push them back. They're almost back into Bulgarian territory now, so... Okay, and there they go, they're falling out of Sarajevo. They've all been pushed into one tile. That's another sort of 15 units crushed out there. Once again, a lot of US divisions just coming over here to die, basically, in the former Yugoslav territory. There we go, you can see the helmets popping off. Perfect. And there they will go. Okay, we've got Belgrade back. Let's see if we can't push down, maybe snake towards Sofia if possible. Just be nice to cut a few of them off. Okay, aerial strategies, that sounds good. And yeah, the air is going okay in regions, not the best everywhere, but that's because mostly our air has been shot down to such a degree while we were trying to hold. But hopefully as we gain more factories back, we'll be building up air at a quicker rate, so we should hopefully get a bit more dominance coming back into the Air Force. Yeah, we've expanded quite massively. Is there anything I can do with releasing people? Don't think so. Yeah, we just need more German territory to integrate it, to make sure that our manpower stays up. Oh, it looks like they have been snaking around into our Albanian puppet. We'll try and kick them out a little bit here and there, but it's not that hopeful. Come on. No, those US divisions, they're not even that well supplied, but they're still holding strong there. Okay, we got this little prong towards Krakow actually. Let's see if we can't maybe cut off a few more of these against the Soviet border now that they're all at war as well. Like, that Soviet border has given us more opportunities for encirclements, although there's a big pocket there of Soviets in the middle. Okay, Paris has been liberated, so Free France is back on the continent. That's not good. Well, it may be good for now because it's drawing away the German and US forces, but it may not be good for me later when they've got a foothold again. I have to try and kick them back out. Well, that's assuming we get that far, but yeah, we'll continue to sweep up the Germans where we can. There's starting to be a lot more gaps in the front line, which I can only attribute to the amount of different fronts they now have to cover. I mean, they're literally stretched all across Europe, these forces, so hopefully we can use that to our advantage and start to snake in against the Germans. Yeah, like you can see that northern front has not moved. Like, we've gained a couple cities like Munich and stuff, but realistically we haven't even pushed back to the Czechoslovakian land that we used to hold, because those mountains, those forts, they are such a strong defensive line. But it's close. There we go, we're starting to integrate Munich now. So that should gain us a little bit more of a boon of manpower. Okay, and you can see here now we have swept up a little bit more land. Salzburg, Linz is back. We are now at Prague. And yeah, there you go. We've encircled a few of their forces against the Soviet front lines. So we'll just try and push in and make sure these guys are getting crushed out. Make sure that they can't re-link back up with their forces. Yeah, we'll hit the Soviets while we're at it too. Because they're holding some of our core territory now of how far they've pushed in against the Germans. Let's just quickly readjust these front lines so we're not ended up with so little troops on each part of the front line, because we do have a huge front to face now that the Soviets are against us and they're sort of holding land down in the Balkans as well. Okay, keep pushing in. Yeah, take out that encircled unit. Don't give them any chance. And then yeah, let's try and encircle some more here on that Soviet front. Shouldn't be too difficult. There we go, you can see they're actually holding the forts that obviously we once held with Czechoslovakia. So we ideally would want those back, because they're going to be good defensive lines to hold steady against the Soviets while we then continue to push deeper into German territory. Yeah, we've got Krakow back. Okay, here we go. So I've just sent everyone off, basically just telling them to snake for the major victory points. So we're just hopefully pushing into northern Germany. There we go. Look at this snake going through to Hanover. This is great. Let's maybe take a division off here and there, capture some of these major cities on the way, especially the ones that are so undefended. And it might be able to get us an encirclement there. That's great. But yeah, you guys continue to snake up, and we'll continue to split them off as we go to try and grab some of these cities. Because we really want to be able to crush them out now. We really want the Germans to fall, because if we can secure the centre of Europe, we can start to core all of this German core territory through the focuses that we've got. So yeah, grab Leipzig as well while you're there. Oh, German division just making it in there. Especially we might be able to mess up their front line situation against the Soviets, which will really help, because then they'll have loads of weakened, unsupplied troops on that front. Maybe a potential chance for a pocket here through Weimar, Erfurt. Come on. Yeah, there's pin in there. Okay, we got these guys coming from the other side. Let's see if we can't pin from two sides here. Maybe 3 different angles. We're getting in. There we go, we made it in. And that's just a nice little... just around maybe like 7-8 units cut off there again. Hopefully just continuing to weaken these front lines that they have. There we go, taking Weimar, push in. That should be most of their supply gone in this region. Yeah, starting to have small issues. Not major ones yet. But there we go. As the encirclement tightens, their supply issues will get worse. And we'll be able to crush them out very easily. Okay, let's make sure that with all our new factories we're still producing what we need. We need to make sure equipment is getting to our front lines, so that is artillery is one of the key things that we need there. And we'll keep making sure that we integrate all this German land that we've got, because then we can core that up and that can be ours, and make us obviously stronger. Go on, let's see if we can't split this in half as an encirclement. It's always a good strategy to do, to sort of break them up in 2-3 chunks. Just makes it easier to crush them out one by one, rather than having a big stack on one tile, although that is more satisfying to see. Okay, push for Stuttgart here. Let's go for some of these southern German cities. They are very big cities as well, so they're very big for the actual war effort and making sure that Germany does capitulate. There you go, we can see the amount of land we've managed to take with that huge push. That really worked well. And yeah, we'll continue to wrap up these divisions as we can. Okay, another core. Perfect. Just going to have to keep clicking that button as we go. There's a lot, but as you can see, we've got a lot of political power banked up, because I did know this would be coming. Well, not that I knew this would be coming, but obviously we ran out of focuses a while ago as we're in 1948, so haven't been doing masses of focuses, and we've just kind of been waiting for this now to be a success, so we can start to core this land. So it's handy that we've got all this banked up political power. Okay, come on, let's push for Frankfurt. We're right on the gates of Stuttgart as well, so let's see if we can't get in there. There we go, attacking from all angles. That seems to work. There you go, pin them, make sure they don't get in. Pin them there as well. Oh, they did manage to get one sort of division of militia in, is that? German militia? I haven't actually seen that before, I don't think. Not used to them having militia. Okay, let's pin them out of Frankfurt while our guys get in, hopefully. Come on. There we go, they're in. Perfect, and Italy's actually covering behind us. Love to see it, an ally that's actually being a little bit effective in this war. And yeah, we'll continue to stretch out to these cities and these little towns that are next to Frankfurt. Perfect. Come on. It's really weird. Some of these tiles are so stubborn. I guess these are forest tiles, which is probably not helping us actually in this attack. But yeah, like the German forces, they're such a mix of their organisation, their equipment. Like you can clearly see the ones that have been bashing us and the ones that have been sort of held back in reserves or surviving on other front lines and then have come across to us. Go on, let's see if we can't just encircle this quick 2 units. No, come on, keep attacking. You have this, surely. Okay, maybe not. The river is probably a little bit too heavy, but we'll take the empty tiles that we can. Okay, so we pushed a bit more, and Germany then went and capitulated to us when I think the Soviets took Hamburg. So we've now got all of that Nordic territory as well. Not that we're probably going to worry too much about it. It's probably going to slowly fall to the Russians, because we're not going to send any troops up there to defend that. But yeah, we still have this strong sort of 3-fronted war now. As the French have made it back onto the continent, we have the US and the Germans who will be preparing naval invasions and sort of trying to get back in. And we have the Soviets, which are just massive, and it's 1948, so their industry is going to be huge at this point, same as the US. So yeah, we've got the 2 giants against us, and we're smashed here in the centre of Europe. Okay, so here we are. We've managed to push France back a little bit, free France along the northern coast. We've managed to crush out the German sort of remnants as well that were holding, and the US forces that were still there. And we're going to try and push back the British communist alternative now. See if we can't get them out, and see as well if we can't move to maybe take Berlin and maybe cut off that northern thrust of the Soviets. There you go, we do have some Soviet troops here cut off in Odessa. So let's see if we can't cut them off. As well as we've got some here down at Varna and Constanța. So if we can take those ports off them, that would be a huge success for us in helping crush them out. There you go, we've taken Varna. Can we take Constanta? No, they've taken back Varna. Okay. They're maybe going to be a little bit harder to crush out than I thought because of their supply situation. But yeah, we got another group of Germans and Americans stuck down here in Thessaloniki. So we'll see if we can't crush them too. But the main focus has got to be up here on the north, because this is the core German land that we can start to take and hold and obviously bring into our own cause. Is there any more we can grab while we're here? No, we got a few more coming in. Obviously when they capitulated I went in and just clicked the button a lot. Okay, we've allowed our guys a little bit of rest near Varna and Constanza. Can we get in now? Yeah, they're looking weak. If we could just fully encircle them, then we got to crush out the front units, get them out of the ports first. Yeah, perfect. And there we go. Nice little mass of Soviet divisions, just easily crushed out and defeated. Yeah, you might see in the top there my manpower is obviously taking a big hit from the amount of offensive action we're doing. But we do have to keep up these offensives because at the moment we have the upper hand and we've got to make sure that we are crushing them out as much as we can. There we go, crush them out against the German lines there. And now let's see if we can't do the same to the Germans and just kick them out of Thessaloniki, cut them off for any port access, and then once they've lost that we should have a clean run through. Okay, come on, that port is so close. There's a lot of units in there though, so we're going to have to really hope that we can push them. Although look, we have managed to cut off some from the port, and there we go, we are crushing them all out of Thessaloniki there. Yeah, there we go, there's a tank division in there as well. Are they going to make it out or are they going to get crushed? Looks like they all got crushed and didn't manage to port out, but we're definitely going to get these units down here, so that's a nice another 20 units almost that we've taken out of their forces down there. And there you go, you can see how far we've pushed into France now. I mean, these British and French divisions are quite weak. To be fair, the French obviously lost their homeland, and then the rest have been fighting abroad or having to contest with US blockades to get in. So the sort of hope is they are very weak, and we are managing to crush them out quite easily because their equipment isn't, you know, too great. I think ours is maybe a little bit better tech-wise, but can't really know that for sure. But the ease my divisions cut through them tells me that probably we are leading against them in tech, and probably similar against the Soviets, especially in our divisions, as you can see down here as we push towards Stalingrad. Let's try and get Rostov, get that supply in. Yeah, that one Italian can try and hold off against Crimea. Oh, we got a nice little prong up there. And there we go, we've cut off Brest. Let's see if we can't snake a few units through and try and grab the ports. And then likewise, let's see if we can't snake down here, maybe grab Bordeaux. And La Rochelle. I think La Rochelle's fallen, but yeah, if we can grab those last few ports along that coast, all of this army will be cut off. So yeah, let's send these guys straight for Bordeaux. And then yeah, that is the only port they have along this entire bit of coastline, as long as Italy can hold on to Bilbao. There we go, nice little 3 units as well, just captured there while we were there. And another 5 as well over at Châteauroux. Ah, there's a Union of Britain tank division on the port. That's going to make it a little bit difficult to get in. But yeah, we'll keep trying and seeing if we can get them. Okay, so as you can see, they've just flooded units into Brest. It was almost impossible to take. There were so many troops in there. Okay, let's send these guys. I don't know why they're on the border with the Netherlands. I mean, we're not at war with them. I'd rather you be up here against the actual Germans and US, trying to get back into German territory. Okay, let's see if we can't cut these guys off just before Magdeburg. See if we can't cut off all their reinforcements and supplies here. Make sure that we're getting guys into the Tatars so we're not getting cut off. Okay, let's try and kick them out of there as well. Oh, they are keeping reinforcing by 1 or 2 troops. Come on. Maybe, maybe. There we go, we've actually got them. Okay, they're probably going with a bit better supply in that region, but look at that. That is a nice chunk of divisions there. Probably another 20 Soviet divisions cut off. Like, the amount of encirclement kills we're getting is huge, although you can see the toll it's taking on our manpower. Hopefully as we integrate German states that we're taking now off the Soviets, that's going to boost our manpower, but I don't know how much by. So we're just going to have to hope that we can sort of win this war of attrition, and they're also struggling for manpower, although it is the Soviets. So who knows. Yeah, okay, let's try and cut them off completely here, kick them out of the sort of main bit of Germany. We'll still have Königsberg to take, but if we can take these ports at Rostov and Stettin, that should be all of their supply. So let's just make sure, let's go around the coast and make sure they've got no other way to supply these troops. And then let's cut in and see if we can't take Berlin. This is actually one of the longest Hearts of Iron games I'm probably going to play. 1949 and we're still going. This is such a mess. I don't even know if these losses are going to affect the Soviets with their industry at this point. There we go, we've taken Berlin. Let's crush out the rest of those. They should have no supply now getting into those regions. And there we go, the Germans and the US are just hanging in there to the Netherlands. That is such a difficult bit to break. That's one of your ideal D-Day points if you're the Allies, because the sort of natural land barriers and stuff in the Netherlands is so strong to hold. Okay, we split this encirclement in two now. Let's just crush them out. There you go. You can see how easy they are now that the supply is low for them. We've also got air up and over them, so we've got the air supremacy. And there we go. We get to click on quite a few more states now and getting them integrated. Perfect. Okay, we can almost proclaim Greater Austrian Empire. We just need all of the German core land. And I mean, I'd count that as a pretty big achievement considering where the game went to in this one. There we go. They're crushed down. Look at that. Look at that change around, and look at the Austrian Empire I've created now. That is an absolute beauty of an empire. From what we were as this small little, basically just a slightly bigger Austria than usual, holding to now 1949, pushing all this way back. If we could continue this offensive against the Soviets as well, like look at that southern thrust that we're making and into Sevastopol as well now. We just want to make sure that no one has any sort of landing into Europe, so let's keep trying to kick out these Americans and Germans. And then we can hopefully focus fully on the Soviet front. Yeah, they've also got up here in the north, but I don't know if we're going to be able to kick them out as easily up here. Okay, so we're over here to Rostov. Now, the Soviets, like I said, the manpower, the industry, the machine that they are, especially when we're facing such little manpower, they have just managed to push back in so heavily against us. I mean, there you go, they've taken Odessa, they've encircled a bunch of our units there. But yeah, we're having to do a full pull out of Rostock. You'll see not even much time has passed in game from my last update. This is how quickly the Soviets turn around on you, especially in this late game. I mean, I've never actually really played against the Soviets till this late, so I imagine their industry just continues to scale. And yeah, those guys are completely cut off, so we're losing those divisions, which is manpower we cannot afford to lose. We're core in the last state now of Königsberg, not that we even own it anymore, but hopefully we'll be able to then take the decision to form Greater Austria. Yeah, there we go. So here we go. Proclaim the Greater Austrian Empire. It's going to take 30 days. I'm hoping we have 30 days in us because, I mean, look at this. The front line has got dire. Free France is back. The Kingdom of Germany managed to push out. My units are just sort of dying now to the lack of manpower in them. We've got equipment aplenty, but the manpower is really where we're struggling. So let's pull these guys back off this front and try and thin out the front maybe. Hold Kiel, hold this sort of river. And we'll probably just leave maybe like 12 divisions to do that. Yeah, just these 12. They're going to hold that. We're going to send the rest back to the front line to try and stabilise where we can. But yeah, you can see the German manpower really didn't add up to much in the end. I think they'd ran through their own manpower, and us taking those states, we've probably cost a lot of casualties as well, so we haven't really seen much of a bonus from that. I'm going to leave Italy to hold Turkey as well. We need as many divisions as we can on the Soviet front to fill in these gaps. Yeah, we're going to have to leave this side of Turkey as well. We did previously have units there, but we've managed to pull them out to reinforce the front line. Maybe we try something against the French again, but I really don't know. Italians, any garrison support maybe, just for that little sliver of manpower. But yeah, they're our only ally in the world left now. I mean, look at that world map against us. South America, North America, Africa, the Soviets, Western Europe. We are pretty done for, to be fair. Just trying to see if we can't salvage anything out of this, but we can't even go up to scraping the barrel because our war support's low. Let's see if we can't do one of them when we get manpower. But we spent a lot of our political power actually trying to integrate all these German states. Okay, I'm pulling guys back now. We've got to pull back to our defensive line here. We're going to hold it a little bit deeper maybe, a little bit further out, hold on to a bit more territory. Maybe if they go to war with each other and fight, that would be better for us, but I think, to be fair, this is probably definitely the end of the playthrough now. I don't think I can come all the way back to Austria and then fight out one more time, especially not in a 1949 game. Let's hold on to Budapest while we can, yep. And circle it round, down, onto that river, and yeah, across to like just before Trieste, the same sort of area we held before. We'll still have the fort line in place, so that's nice, that's what we want. Come on, there we go. Okay, everyone start heading back. They should hopefully not get too many encircled here. But yeah, like we did have to just take out a whole entire army as well to try and make sure we had enough. Oh, 2 days left till we proclaim the Greater Austrian Empire. So you can see how quickly it's all fallen apart with basically just the onslaught that was the Allies landing again. There we go, Greater Austrian Empire. Where's the name? Not over Austria, I guess? There you go, you can see it up there. Oh no, it's down in Turkey, as we can watch that fall to the Soviets and the Germans as well. But yeah, our guys have fallen back, getting to the front line. I mean, we know this works as a strategy because these fort lines are so heavy and the anti-air is so strong, so we will just be able to hold this region for quite a while. But oh, Italy's losing tank divisions. I just don't think it's worthwhile holding on to this. There's nothing really to hold on to anymore. Our air force is doing okay, but literally, is that like 300, 400 fighters I think we actually had up? Loads of air wings with just nothing in. And yeah, Italy's slowly getting crushed as they fall back. Although they've helped, you know, they've helped hold my retreat, I guess, so my guys can start to get some good entrenchment in. But yeah, we are really just like struggling. Rocket interceptors, definitely what I need. I guess to be fair, if we're going to hold Courland, why aren't we holding, you know, Innsbruck as well? Come on. Give me that. Innsbruck, yeah, let's hold that. And then let's hold this Swiss land as well, actually, because that's technically our core. Let's at least make sure we're holding the major sort of territory. But yeah, I don't really know why I'm still going with this. This is definitely the end of the NC. I mean, you can see even our troops there, they're all green. There is no one with any experience left in our divisions. That's how much our manpower is sort of turned over. And yeah, the Empire now falls. Obviously they're going to fight out as well, Germany and the Soviets, but, you know, I don't think they're going to take themselves out enough for us to make another comeback. Especially not with us having to probably wait till something like 1952, 1953, and I don't think I can do 3 more years of waiting for something. So yeah, if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next on the channel. I've got a few suggestions that will be coming up shortly. But yeah, hope to see you all in the next video. Bye bye.